Hello friends, recently, Windows rolled out an update for Windows 10 users aimed at ensuring Windows BitLocker security by fixing a WinRe vulnerability to safeguard against BitLocker bypass. However, users encountered a Windows Update error 0x80070643 when attempting to install the patch. Now, the question arises, what is the key to overcoming this obstacle? Microsoft has provided a manual solution, allowing users to resolve the issue themselves through specific command prompts. However, the challenging aspect is that even a single mistake in the code can lead to system crashes, data loss, or damage to the operating system, potentially corrupting Windows. To navigate this process smoothly and avoid any pitfalls, be sure to follow our video guide step by step. Now here we solve the problem by using commands. So first, you have to open CMD as an administrator. Run the command diskpart and then list volume to check whether the Windows Recovery Environment partition is available on your disk or not. If not, then this update is not necessary for you, as stated in the Microsoft article. It is mentioned that if your running PC does not have the WinRe partition, you do not need this update. Therefore, the upcoming video for both those who have the partition and those who don't in their systems. I have already prepared the code here for your convenience and will also provide it in the description. Nothing is difficult in it, just needed your attention here. Your job is to copy, paste, and execute the command. Now, run the command sfc scan now to scans and repairs corrupted system files in Windows. To check Windows Recovery partition in which disk and is it enable? For that run, the command reagent c/info. Here you can see its status, indicating that it is enabled and it exists on hard disk 1. So remember its existence for later. Here first, we shrink the disk to create a new recovery partition. To do this, we disable the Windows Recovery partition using the command reagent c/disable. Now to access the disk partition utility, I will run the command diskpart. So here first we will verify the partition style, whether it is GPT or MBR. So I run the command list_disk. Here you can see, my partition style is GPT because the small star lies in the GPT column. For you, here I am copying the command select disk without the number and pasting it, but I haven't run it yet. Now here is a little tricky task that arises. This is where your utmost attention is needed. Earlier, I asked you to remember the name of a hard disk, which you can also see above. It may have changed in your system, so you need to provide it here accordingly, so I give one here along with the space. Now to display all partitions on the selected disk, I will run the command list partition. Here again, I copy the command select partition without a corresponding number because it may change according to the system. So, here you have to type the number corresponding to the left side of the primary partition. So I type 3. One more thing, if additional primary values appear here, then first, you have to compare the recovery partition's offset value with the primary partition size. Choose the primary partition size that aligns with the recovery partition's offset value. Secondly, select the primary partition with the lowest value or number on the offset side. None of this is difficult. You just need to copy the command and type the corresponding digits or numbers according to your system. Now I run shrink desired 250 minimum 250. Now to select the correct disk for deletion and overriding, we will run these two commands. List volume, and then list partition. These commands were not mentioned in the Microsoft article, so it will help you too. I also provide the article link and commands in the description because they play a crucial role in solving this issue. Here I select the partition. Now I will choose the left corresponding number of the recovery partition. But the tricky part is that there are more additional recovery values listed here. So what to do? For that, in your case, you see here in the label Recovery instead of Windows RE. You have to look at its size and select accordingly from below. For example, above it is 500 megabyte and below as well. Then, you select the number left to the recovery partition accordingly. So, I type 4 here and you should select it carefully because after that, we will delete this partition. To delete the partition without confirmation message run command, delete partition override. Now, run the command list disk again to check the partition style and verify the presence of an asterisk character in the GPT or MBR column. This is the critical step where mistakes can occur, leading to data loss and system crashes. Here, you should look for a small asterisk in either the GPT or MBR column. If the asterisk is in the GPT column, then execute these two commands. Otherwise, if it is in the MBR column, run this single command. In my case, it is in the GPT column, so I run these two commands. I left the MBR code above because my system is GPT. Now I format the partition and assign a label by running the command below. Now, to check whether the Windows recovery partition size has increased or not, by running the command list volume. You can see here its size has increased from 500 megabytes to 750 megabytes. Afterward, we need to enable the WinRE. Therefore, I exit from diskpart by executing the command exit. To re-enable WinRE, run command reagent C/enable. We just check a few things finally. Now to confirm where the Windows Run environment is installed, run the command reagent C/info. After that, we need to activate Windows Update Services. To do that, run this command, net start woserv. Now here I just click on retry, so it will check for updates again. Hopefully it will work this time. It takes a little while to check for updates, and there we go. It disappears. You are up to date. Let's just check below to view update history. Celebrate the success. Here you can see that all updates were completed. If this video is helpful, then like and do not forget to subscribe.